Hello and welcome to Random Draw, a trip through the vinyl archives of WTBR-FM. When WTBR moved to the new facilities at Pittsfield Community Television, it brought along with it a tremendous asset, its vinyl collection. Numbering nearly 20,000 pieces, including full albums, EPs, singles, and so much more. The purpose of this program is to take you back in time to the early days of WTBR when these records were brand new. I'm your host, David Cachet, and over the last couple of years I have acted as sort of an archivist of this great collection. Just imagine, if you will, a wall full of records sorted into like cubby holes with about 150 to 200 records in each section. I'm going to be choosing one of these sections to grab records from. I'm just going to be randomly selecting records off the wall of our studios and playing them for you. That's right, playing the actual vinyl records that have been in the WTBR archives for decades. Now, each record in our collection has a catalog number listed on it, and it coincides with the order in which it was received by the WTBR DJs. Its first two digits represent the year it came in, and the remaining 3 or 4 digits will tell you the order in which they received the LP. Now, tonight we're going to take a look back at the year 1990, which is the final year of the WTBR archive. We stopped getting records after 1990, so this is the last chance. As a matter of fact, I believe this is the last rack of records that we have available to us. So we're going to take a listen to some tracks from 1990 today. We're going to start with a group who was putting out its second album in 1990, and that's Living Colour, the great American sort of funk metal band with Vernon Reid on guitar, and they were releasing their second album, Time's Up. It was on Epic Records, and it's catalog number 90-252 here at WTBR. The album itself was a fairly big success, climbing all the way to number 13 on the Billboard 200 album charts. And we're going to play one of the singles for you right here. We're going to play a song called Elvis is Dead, which was able to reach number 25 on the U.S. alternative singles charts. So here is Living Colour with Elvis is Dead right now on Random Draw.
Yo, Corey, man.
Yeah, man, what's up?
I saw Elvis the other day.
Get out of here, man! Tabloids scream, Elvis seen at a shopping mall. That's the kind of talk that makes my stomach crawl. Picture a zombie Elvis in a tacky white jumpsuit. Just imagine a rotting Elvis shopping for fresh fruit. You can't, 'cause Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. I give it to me. Elvis is dead. 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 When the king died, he was all alone. I heard that when he died, he was sitting on his throne. Alas, poor Elvis, they made us know you well. Now you dwell forever in that heartbreak hotel. 'Cause Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Give it to me. Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead. Band.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis wasn't here alone, but that's beside the point. A black man told him how to sing, and then he was crowned king. The Elvis of Elvis, too dangerous for the masses. They cleaned him up and sent him to Vegas, and now the mess are his slave, yes, slave, even from the grave. Elvis is dead.
Elvis is dead. Elvis is dead.
Elvis Presley.
Presley was a good performer on stage. It was electrifying. When he was ill, his fans got sick and moaned when he had died.
Elvis is dead.
Elvis is begraben.
To all you pimps making money on his name, how do you speak? Don't you feel ashamed? He went through the test, he's out of this mess. Be my guest and let him rest.
Elvis is dead.
Elvis está muerto.
Elvis
has left the building.
Hit me, give it to me, give it to me. any old time. I say love me, hold me, love me, hold me, 'cause I'm free.
From my granddaddy, come. These are the words me hear from my granddaddy. He say nothing in this world like when a man know him free. Free from the lock, I miss free from the key. Free like a butterfly, free like a bee. These are the words me hear from my granddaddy. Said it's nice to be free, nice to be free. Free from the lock, I miss free from the key. Don't be afraid of your freedom.
'Cause I'm free to do what I want any old time. 'Cause I'm free.
Soup Dragons and I'm Free. And before that, we heard Soul Asylum with Easy Street, and we started the set off with Living Colour, that great band from the 80s, with Elvis is Dead, which actually featured some pretty good cameo appearances on that song if you listen closely. Obviously, Little Richard there with the rap. On the saxophone, you had Maceo Parker, and if you really paid attention, one of the spoken words was by Mick Jagger. So that was Living Colour with Elvis is Dead. And after that, we heard Soul Asylum with Easy Street. Now, Soul Asylum, of course, were a great Minneapolis alternative rock band who hit it big in the early 90s. And in 1990, were releasing their fifth album, And the Horse They Rode in on A&M Records. And this was the last album of theirs that didn't chart anywhere in the U.S. By the next album, in 1992, they were putting out Grave Dancers Union, which had all their big hits, Without a Trace, Runaway Train, Somebody to Shove, that kind of stuff. And for a few years, they were riding pretty high. Nowadays, they're still together, but it's basically just lead singer and a bunch of other musicians that are playing as Soul Asylum. The cool thing about the first two records I played is they came on colored vinyl, which is, more happening today. But back then, it wasn't happening that often with colored vinyl. The Living Colour came on some nice gold vinyl, and Soul Asylum was on a nice blue vinyl. So that was Soul Asylum with Easy Street. And we closed up that set of music with the Soup Dragons and their big hit, I'm Free, which hit number 7 over in the UK, and it hit number 2 on the US modern rock charts over here in the US. A couple years after this track, in 1990, they released a song called Divine Thing, which actually hit it much bigger here in the US by cracking in the top 40. But that was the Soup Dragons with I'm Free off of their album Love God on Big Life Records, which was catalog number 90-223 here at WTBR. Well, we're going to move on to another band here from Australia called Boom Crash Opera, who had some success down under back in the late 80s, early 90s. And in 1990, we're putting out their album called It's kind of one of those things that's wrapped around. It says, "These here are crazy times." It's wrapped around the album, and it's catalog number 90-157 here. And we're going to listen to their single called Onion Skin, which was able to climb up to number 8 on the modern rock track charts here in the United States. So here is the Boom Crash Opera with Onion Skin right now on Random Draw.
Boom. Garage. Hard right.
Hey, keep it in, cut it up, kick it out. Keep it in, cut it up, kick it out. Oh, onion skin, walking around with your heart gaping. When you start to roll, your skin flies off and the teardrops roll. Oh, onion skin, you might see the drop, but you're still falling. When things start to roll, your skin flies off and the teardrops roll. Walking around with your heart gaping set. When you start to roll, your skin flies off and the teardrops roll. Oh, onion skin, you might see the trap, but you're still falling. When things start to roll, your skin flies off and the teardrops roll. Oh, onion skin, you're walking around with your heart gaping set. When you start to roll, your skin flies off and the teardrops roll. 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 Kick it in, cut it up, kick it out. Onion skin, kick it in, cut it up, kick it out. Onion skin, kick it in, cut it up, kick it out. Onion skin, kick it in, cut it up, kick it out. This is a crazy time. Never get to my heart at all.
Sorry, man. I'm like 6:30 in the morning. Damn. Funkiness, it's like freedom of the press. Words to be heard and openly expressed. Come strong, wax like Mr. Clean. Do work and step off the scene. Rhythmic radiance giving that extra. To make things look smooth, I have texture. Like a winter coat made of cashmere. I get foot loose and yo, I do what's sincere. Throw style on the plate and vibrate the earth. True to what I do, you get your money's worth. And when it's time to get mine with rhymes I present, I do it like it's my last will and testament. So don't try to slip on my song, it won't fit ya. It'll puzzle you like ain't you no scripture. Wanna break it down, but you can't understand that if it's weak, I put it to sleep. Call me the Sandman. Now I wonder where the MCs are. They can't be far. So twinkle, twinkle, little star. Show me where they hang on the street, so I can lay them all down to sleep. And if one should pass away before the break, I pray to Mr. Act Nicholas' soul to take to the land of unfortunate virus. We tuck 'em in with a pair of money green pajamas. Now I get loose and kick a mother goose jingle. Bring more gift than old man Chris Kringle. I see you drinking pot after pot of Maxwell House. Your eyes all bloodshot. For fear of all afraid of my sinister plot. But Mother Nature calls and that's when you get got. Young boy, you should've ate straight from the can so I could take a little nap. You sat, call me Sandman. Now when them C's get smart with me, or get hard with me, having the gall to think they can brawl with me, that's when I get dumber. No fight, no fuss, to sprinkle dust you in slumber. MCs wanna play me close, I play closest. Snap my hands, now you're under hypnosis. And here's what I want you to do, as I sedate your mental state for a few. Ease back off rap, take a load off jack. Combine your mind, become one with the track. What makes you call yourself a competition? You're insomniac, you watch too much television. You're overdoing it, you're 9 to 5, it's like a cannibal, and it's eating you alive. Indeed, your screws need to be tightened. Now when I count to 3, you'll awake and stop biting. Choose 2, and you will be a microphone ducker. You wanna bite, sleep tight, you sucker. Cause daydreaming ain't good, my man. And if you do, you get another vision from the Sandman. Now what I just said was straight and to the point. Now I'm finished and I'm done. I'm out of this joint.
Switchblade Serenade. That was Spread Eagle. And before that song, we heard Mr. Sandman by 3 Times Dope. And we started off this rather random set of music with Boom Crash Opera and their song Onion Skin. 3 Times Dope were a rap hip-hop group out of Philadelphia who were putting out their second full-length album in 1990. It was an album called Live from Acniculus Land, and it was on Arista Records, catalog number 90-216. The album didn't crack the 200 charts, but it did hit number 30 on the U.S. R&B and hip-hop charts. So once again, that was 3 Times Dope with their song Mr. Sandman, which of course sampled the classic Mr. Sandman song. And after that, we heard from the group Spread Eagle, who were a sort of a glam metal band from New York, New York. You can sort of tell by their cover that they fit right in with the early 90s. A lot of long hair, a lot of glasses, sunglasses, and denim and ripped jeans. And the front cover is just a giant eagle carrying a woman over a burned-out city. So you gotta love the 90s when it comes to heavy metal bands. Their bass player, Rob DeLuca in Spread Eagle, is also a member of the band UFO. Now, this first album of theirs, this is their debut album, Spread Eagle, and it's on, looks like MCA Records, catalog number 90-151. They actually had a record contract before they played their first gig, so they were signed while they were rehearsing for that show, so there you go. So they did release a few albums. They actually came back in the mid-2000s, about 2015 or so. They came back and been playing some smaller venues, but they're still out there making music to this day. So that was Spread Eagle with Switchblade Serenade. We're going to take a short break right now on Random Draw. We're going to hear a couple PSAs and such, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with some more great music from the year 1990 here on Random Draw. So stay tuned.
89.7 WTBR-FM Pittsfield.
It's a whole new way of life. Well, let's hear it.
Just when you thought radio was getting dull, WTBR has something to brighten up your night.
Really?
It's called TBR After Hours, and overnight Saturday at midnight, you'll hear a solid hour of a recording artist or band, the hits, as well as deep tracks with limited commercial interruption.
Impressive. Most impressive.
TBR After Hours is hosted by The Minster. Isn't that the same guy you hear on classic TBR? It's TBR After Hours, overnight Saturday at midnight, right here on WTBR, and also available on podcast.
Still paying for that monthly gym membership? How about that streaming service you never watch? Why not support WTBR-FM instead? For just $8.97 a month, you could show your support for our community radio station today. Go to WTBR-FM.com and click Donate. It's as easy as that. We need to support this station to keep it on the air, and every little bit helps. WTBR-FM, for the love of radio.
Hola, hola. I'm Daisy.
Yo soy Marta.
Whether you want to learn a little Spanish or get a glimpse of our wonderful Latin roots, join us as we celebrate Latin culture with music from genres ranging from salsa to bachata. Gain insight on local news, community information, and very special guests. Only on Mundo Latino, welcoming listeners of all nations on WTBR 89.7 FM.
Support for Mundo Latino comes from Greylock Federal Credit Union.
We all know WTBR is great to listen to on 89.7 FM, but did you know that you can listen to WTBR just about anywhere? We've got a web stream, and it's easy to use. Go to WTBR-FM.com on your computer and click play. You can use the TuneIn app on your smartphone and connect it to your car's sound system. Or you can use your smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play WTBR-FM, and there's your community radio station. WTBR, for the love of radio.
WTBR.
I'm no slouch myself.
Don't sell yourself short, Judge. You're a tremendous slouch.
And we are back here on Random Draw. And I'm your host, David Cachet, and we're listening to songs from the year 1990 today on the show. Now remember to subscribe to the podcast of Random Draw by visiting wherever you get podcasts, including Google, Stitcher, Apple Music, etc., 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 and so on. Also visit our station's website for more information about these podcasts and the other great shows you hear on the station. You can look at the whole programming schedule, and you can also get all the other podcasts from The Great Show by visiting WTBR-FM.com. All right, let's get into the second half of our show. We're going to open up with another sort of New York band. This is an indie band called the Ultra Vivid Scene, who are putting out their second album called Joy, 1967 to 1990, on the 4AD label, which is a subsidiary of Columbia. And we're going to listen to a track of theirs called It Happens Every Time. Now, the single went to number 19 on the U.S. Modern Rock charts, and the album itself didn't really chart here in the U.S., but it hit number 58 in the U.K., so you got that going for you. And one of their guitarists in the early days of the band that actually appears in one of their videos was a very young guy named Moby. So keep a lookout. If you look up for their old video, Mercy's Seat, you might see him in that music video. So here's Ultra Vivid Scene with their song It Happens Every Time, right now on Random Draw.
To face of my conscience, coming to understand of myself, clear out all the old cobwebs, clean out the old books from the shelf. Well, this song's inspired by a good man and his Jew, doing good for others, sing Amazing Grace to you, yeah. It doesn't really matter if you're all jumbled up inside, as long as you know that love is endless and the world is wide. As long as you know. Give it up. Share it out. Help who you can. Talk about it, talk about it. It's late in the morning, close to the time. When Mary's in the alley, she never stops smiling. Always love to see her, she means a lot to me. But I know she's got a hard time trying to make ends meet. Give it up, share it out, help who you can, I know you can. Talk about it, talk about it. Down Georgia Street Arcade, where the poor children play, gathering up charity to help them make their day. Well, me, I was once their age, once I was young, but I know I had my family to fall back on. Give it up, share it out, yeah, help who you can, I know that you can. Talk about it, talk about it, oh, give it up, talk about it, talk about it. Don't be shy, don't be
That's the sound of my high school youth right there. Gotta love hair metal of the pre-grunge 90s. That was Steelheart with I'll Never Let You Go. And before that we heard Hot House Flowers with Give It Up. And we started this second half of the show off with Ultra Vivid Scene and It Happens Every Time. Now, Hot House Flowers, which we heard, were an Irish band who'd probably be better served being played on Sunday Sounds of Ireland here on WTBR. But in 1990, they were releasing their second album, Home, on London Records. Their first album over in Ireland was the most successful debut album ever up to that point by a rock artist. It went all the way to number one and everything, and it's just sold tons of copies over there. The second album was just as popular over in Ireland, hit number one. It only climbed up to number 122 here in the U.S., but that track we heard, Give It Up, did hit number 2 on the modern rock charts here in the United States, hit number 3 on the pop charts over in Ireland. Hot House Flowers, most recently, I think, was famous for... They covered the song I Can See Clearly Now on this album, Home, but they played a cover of that, they played a version of that on the premiere episode of the Grand Tour, which was the new Top Gear on Amazon a few years ago, and that was the group out in the desert playing their song. So that was Hot House Flowers with Give It Up. And then finally in this set we heard Steelheart with their hit song I'll Never Let You Go off of their debut album, Steelheart, ironically enough, named Steelheart. And the album itself, catalog number 90-185, climbed all the way to number 20 on the U.S. charts. And that single you heard, I'll Never Let You Go, hit number 23 on the Hot 100. Very successful for Steelheart. Now we're going to play the last set of music we got for you today on Random Draw, and we're going to get our dance groove on. We're going to start with a group that brought about some new legislation, Black Box, and their song Everybody, Everybody. Now on the song, vocalist Martha Wash, who actually performs the vocals, was not credited. She seemed to have that going around since she also appeared on CNC Music Factory without you really knowing it. So she sued because she basically said, hey, I recorded some demo versions and you ended up releasing it as the real thing without people knowing it's me by putting my name on the album. So now legally you have to put all the vocalist names on albums when you put it out. So here is Black Box with their giant hit number 1 in the U.S. dance chart. Here is Black Box with Everybody, Everybody right now on Random Draw.
Ooh.
Spider-Man and Freeze in full effect.
You ready, Ron?
I'm ready.
You ready, Div?
I'm ready, Slick, are you?
Oh yeah, take it down.
Girl, I must warn you. I sense something strange in my mind. Yo, situation is serious. Let's cure it cause we're running out of time. It's all so beautiful. Relationships, they seem from the start. It's all so when love is not together from the heart. Check it out.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love
Wrong
her.
move, you're dead.
That girl is never trust a big button to smile. That girl is
If I were you, I'd take precaution before I step to meet my girl. You know, cause in some motion, you'll think she's the best thing in the world. She's so she'll drive you right out of your mind, steal your heart when you're blind. Beware, she's scheming. She'll make you think you're dreaming. You'll fall in love and you'll be screaming, demon. Poison, deadly, moving it slow. Looking for a mellow fellow like DeVoe, getting paid, laid. So better lay low, scheming on house money and the whole show. The low pro hoe should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's winning to you, but I know she's a loser. How did you know? Me and the crew used to do her. Slick blow.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her. That girl is
You never trust a big button to smile.
Of what's to come. I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another. That's right. Your groove, I do deeply dig. No walls, only the bridge. My supper dish, my succotash wish.
Sing it, baby.
I couldn't ask for another. roll. I've been told he can't be sold. He's not vicious or malicious, just lovely and delicious. I couldn't ask for another.
Something lurks in this torso. Heart got a deal you wanna know. Delightful, truly delightful. Making it, doing it, especially at a show. Feeling kinda high like a Hendrix haze. Music makes motion moves like a maze. All inside of me, heart especially. Hilt of the rhythm, where I wanna be. Come on, flowing, glowing with electric eyes. You dip to the dive, baby, you'll realize. Baby, you'll see the funk inside of me. Baby, you'll see that rhythm is the key. Get witty, can't think quitty. Stomp on the street when I hear funk blue. Playing pop pipe, follow her to shoot. Baby, just sing about the groove.
Sing it. The groove is in the heart. The groove is in the heart. The groove is in the heart. The groove is in the heart.
Blow them home, go on.
Groove is in the heart.
Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the
Groove is in the Heart by D-Light right there. Before that, we heard Belle Biv DeVoe with Poison, and we started off this last set of dance music with Black Box and their hit song Everybody, Everybody. They were all hit songs, actually. They all hit number 1 on the U.S. dance charts, and Poison hit number 3 on the Hot 100, and Groove is in the Heart hit number 4 on the Hot 100. And if you don't know all about those tracks, and you probably weren't alive in 1990 listening to pop radio, because those songs were everywhere. So again, that was a great way to end the show on and up with a little dance music there for you. And that wraps it up for us here at Random Draw. If you'd like to learn more about WTBR or even have an idea for your own show, just visit WTBR-FM.com. So until next time on Random Draw, I've been your host, David Cachet, and we'll see you later.